What does it mean, 20 straight big dances for you?
Rich, it's really, I laugh because during the year it started to look like that thing was in trouble. And, I talked to my team about it finally one day, and I said, it's not about the streak. It's really about each class gets to experience this. But when it was over, I don't know, it's kind of a round number. Why not have that number? It felt like what we all look for in life. I'm sure you look for it in your business, your job. Can you be consistently good at something? Can you be, it doesn't mean you're great at it all the time, but is there some form of consistency? And I think that's what it speaks to more than anything.
Now, I know that coaches, certainly those at your level, don't want to use excuses, but I mean, you had some injuries that you had to deal with this year. I mean, where does this rank in terms of the journey to the NCAA tournament for you throughout the 20, Coach?
I think this was the toughest journey by far because of two things. We've had 3 major injuries, a couple other minor ones that lasted 5 weeks. One to Bridges, my star player, and maybe more importantly, the 4 freshmen we played. It was our version of the Fab Five, but they weren't. Bridges was at that level. The rest are going to be at that level someday, but aren't there yet. So it was different. Now we played that brutal schedule earlier, so I got a lot of good excuses. Unfortunately, I get more from you, a Michigan guy, than I do the 550,000 living alums that I have. So it's been an interesting year, Rich. But you know what? Kind of rewarding. Well, now that part of it's over and kind of a new beginning. Freshmen are now sophomores. Little excitement getting in the tournament, and we have played better in our last 10, 12 games in general.
But I mean, do you really get grief from your fan base and from your? I know that sounds like maybe a naive question, but I mean, you've done this long enough, Coach, that you have a track record here.
Well, when Mariucci was here, I want you to know that somehow your name came up. We were talking about you, and I get to see you once in a while,
right,
here and there. But you've had a pretty good run yourself. If things don't go exactly right, or you screw up an interview, do you get any feedback? Any negative feedback?
On occasion, I'll hear it.
Yeah.
I'll hear it.
Mine's a little more public than yours at times, just because of that doggone scoreboard we have. It kind of tells everybody what's going on a regular basis. So, I think this day and age with Twitter, with all the things that go on, everybody gets flack. I mean, Mike Krzyzewski gets flack. Everybody does. It's part of the deal. But in general, I think people have been pretty good. Media's been pretty good. I think people understand a little bit, but they probably understand better than I do if I was to tell the truth. But yeah, you get some. You always get some.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.